Headshot. Boom!
Okay, now we're trying to rip. Rip.
Rocket Flame. Scalability.
Scalable. Agile.
I'm realizing that I'm not capturing the audio for the live stream, so I'm fixing that right.
Cool.
That should be fixed.
Yeah. I have played some Gwent.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
That came out in open beta a week or so ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was like last Monday or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
2 Mondays ago. Okay.
But yeah, I haven't had a ton of time to play, so yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Alright. Yeah, I haven't played as much Eternal this week either. I was gonna try to climb up draft more, and I don't know. I played like one draft that I thought was good, and then kind of had some not great hands and stuff, and I was just like, tilt. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna stay at silver, I think. I don't even think I made it to gold. Maybe I made it to gold.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I think I made it to gold. I was like, I guess that's all we're doing this time. I did try some Gwent also. I started the tutorial and stuff yesterday or the day before, I think.
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
So I was driving away and I was like, have fun playing Gwent.
That actually sounds correct, yeah. It's been pretty cool so far. I don't know. It's different, so it's...
Yeah. That's probably the best part about it.
Yeah, because like I tried to play, we both tried to play Hex like 2 weeks ago. We're like, oh, this got like money tournaments and stuff. This might be more, have a better like competitive scene or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out. And then for me, I played the tutorial. I'm like, this is just too much like everything else. I don't know about this. It's like same flow, and I don't know.
Maybe if I was willing to drop a few $100s on it too, because you can just buy your deck that you want in Hex. But I don't really care about the PvE in Hex. Like, a lot of people like it, but I just don't care about playing PvE that much. And so I would like to play the PvP stuff, but I'd like to get like some reasonably competitive deck, I guess, and start just playing against a bunch of random people. But I don't know. I hasn't managed to capture me yet.
Yeah.
Don't know that it will. But Gwent is quite a bit different, and it's very free to play-ish. I don't know. A lot of people have been spending money on it, but
I've heard it's pretty good. I've heard it's, close to Eternal in that regard, where it's, fairly easy to build up your collection. And
well, they give you a lot of cards to start, but I'm not sure that it feels like you don't get that many cards on a day-to-day. Like, even commons are like reasonably hard to get.
I haven't played that much, so I don't really know.
I mean, you can craft them, I guess, for not that expensive, but I don't know. Anyway, you open up maybe 2 to 3 packs a day if you're not playing a ton. It's okay. The packs only have 5 cards each.
5 and then a random, or is it 4 and then a random? What is it?
4 and then a random.
4 and then you get to choose one of...
Yeah.
One
It's
of
always
4
rare,
or
I think.
something.
Rare or up. Rare or above.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I thought that was interesting.
No, I like that. It's good. Probably helps you with your collection quite a bit.
Yeah.
So you can get the cards you're shooting for easier.
Yeah. ETS, you did not play this week.
Did not.
You were out of town again.
I was out of town.
You didn't even get to play in the Show Your Bling or Bring Your Bling.
Yeah, I regret that. I mean, they pretty much made the tournament for me, right? Like
the foil Big Combre player doesn't bring his...
I know, I feel terrible about it, but I'm sure somebody built Chalice, and apparently Big Combre is bad against Chalice. I actually don't know because I really haven't played the matchup very much, but I have some doubts. I feel like Big Combre can kind of go toe to toe with it. They get really big stuff, and
I think especially with a sideboard, like
yeah. Well, Martial Ironthorn's good, and especially if you're running Obelisks, like you just get way bigger than them.
Yeah.
So like you're getting different. I think Obelisks really break it. But anyway, I haven't actually tried it, so that's just a bit of a theory on my part. But
yeah. So I did play ETS this week. I didn't play the Bring Your Bling, but I did play the normal Saturday one. I played Feln Control, and I started off pretty well. I started off 2-0 or 3-0. I think I started off 2-0.
yeah, I think so.
Went 2-1, then went 3-1, and I'm like, all right, we got a shot here. And then I lost 2 games in a row. I think all my losses were to Rakano.
Really, all 3?
I think all 3 were to... No. One might have been Stone Scar. I'm not sure. Or, well, I definitely lost once to Rakano Daggers, which, if the person who was playing that is watching, I played some of that deck. It's quite fun. I'm not sure...
I'm sure how good it is.
I'm not sure you should be playing it over just straight Rakano, but for those of you that don't know what the deck is, it's basically Rakano, but not trying to be as fast, I guess. You're playing Rakano Artisan, you're playing a few other weapons. You have some more like weapon synergies instead of just like flyers or things like that. So you have Oni Quartermaster for weapon synergy, and then you have what is the 4-cost go get a card +2 attack thing?
Rise.
Rise, yeah.
Rise to the challenge.
Rise to the challenge. And the only yellow card in the deck is Ornamental Daggers. And I will say, when you draw it and it's like a 5/5, and you're like, here's my 1 power 5/5 weapon that I put on something and I draw the card with Quartermaster, that deck feels broken. Like,
yeah.
You put it on like a bird, and then your bird's like a 6/6 flyer, and you're gaining life, you're dealing damage, you're drawing cards, it's cheap. It does feel good, but I don't know if it's really worth the trade-off of having like a bit slower mana and like just a bit clunkier draws sometimes, because you're it might also be like my inexperience with the deck. I didn't play it a ton. I played 10 15 games or something with it. I played like an okay amount, but it's not, I'm not gonna say I know the deck inside and out and I'm a master of it or something. I'm sure the person playing it played a lot more than I did. And I'd have hands where I'm like, okay, well, this plays a little more aggressive, but I could play Rakano Artisan, and then, if I draw something cool next, like...
Yeah. It's hard for me to imagine it's better than just Rakano. But...
Yeah. I'm assuming Rakano is just better.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit different, obviously. It's trying to shoot for more of a little bit more mid-range.
Yeah, it's a little more mid-range. Plates are still good with buffs, so...
Yeah.
You still got plates on there, and occasionally you're just like, oh, look, my bird that was already flying and like I gave a Ornate Katana or something. Well, now it's got like a 7/7 plate on it, and I just punched you for 9, or you can rise for it if you have time to do that or whatever. There's probably something kind of there, but then you're looking at like a Karia Gold. right? You're starting to get more of that feel. So
yeah, and doesn't win the Lucario Gold just be like way better? I mean, I guess it's a little slower, but it's so much more powerful.
Yeah, you're going a little slower.
But you're already sacrificing the mana base as far as like being faster goes, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to end up with like weird, clunky power sometimes and not really going to get to curve out the way you want to because of depleted power or whatever. But
yeah, so I don't know. It was fun to play, and
yeah,
I don't know. It was cool.
Interesting.
I'm sure it drew off some people when I like rose for daggers, or when they're like, like I played a turn 1 Oni Ronin. I played a turn 2 the 2/2 quick draw, Warcry quick draw.
So Rakano Outlaw.
Yeah, Outlaw. Only thing stuck in my head was quick draw or Rebel Sharpshooter. I mean, that one was the only one that was stuck in my head, and like I know that's not right. But I play that, and like I've only played Fire and Justice, and then some card like Echoes in my hand. I'm sure they're kind of like, what's going on there?
Well, yeah, what just happened?
Like those colors don't have Echo.
Now you need to play Navani. Right? So you can buff the daggers, and then you rise for the daggers because they're always buffed.
Yeah, you got Rakano Artisan. They buff the daggers.
Yeah, just
it does feel bad. I played one game like yesterday where I drew daggers as like my first draw, and then I drew daggers as my second draw, and I'm like, there's only 2 copies of daggers in this deck. I now have 4 1/1.
Really? There's only 2 copies of it?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's so bad. There's no way. So bad. Like, I'm gonna splash a whole color for these cards. This one card. And then only put 2 copies of it in the deck. It's like, oh man, really? Is that how we're living our lives now?
They're good when they're good. They're not great when they're bad, that's for sure.
I wonder if you could... Yeah, I don't know. That sounds awful.
It was... like I played against it, I lost, and I'm like, okay, that was cool. I didn't really lose because of the daggers, per se. I still just got punched in the face, basically, and I had a kind of meh hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, I'll try it. I mean, it sounds fun. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a deck that has some synergies that are pretty cool. And, like, maybe you can take those synergies that actually work and shove them in a shell that's much better for it. Because, I mean, it definitely seems to do some cool things, so hopefully there's a better shell for this, mechanic.
I could see it. I basically think you just go to, like, a Carrier Gold, though. Kind of.
I mean, you might be able to do something with the Carrier Gold and, like, actually throw daggers in there, right?
Boom. Daggers.
Daggers
were pretty cool. I don't know.
Akaria daggers.
Boom. We got it. I'm building it. Tune in Monday for Doralichek builds Akaria daggers.
I mean, 6/6 daggers. The one Akaria trigger.
Boom. 1 power. 6/6.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you want to open a pack or start a draft or something?
I guess we can talk.
You want to talk about who won real quick?
Yeah. Visarius won the ETS Weekly with the Burn Queen.
Well. So I will note that for a couple weeks ago when Rapid Shot got nerfed, everybody's like, yeah, Big Cumbre is gonna be too crazy. It's the best deck. Why does that deck never get nerfed?
Yep.
And in tournament wise, it's not been the shining star here. There's been a lot of Rakano played. There's been a lot. Granted, there's like meta shifts and stuff, right? Like everybody shifted to Chalice, and if Chalice really is favored against Big Cumbre, then Big Cumbre should fall off, and people should go to aggressive decks like Rakano, which should beat Chalice because they're just fast enough to kill them before they start doing Chalice things, right? Like they play a Chalice on turn 4, and you're like, cool story, take 8s. Like, gotcha.
Yeah, well, and it's definitely worth noting that this is not your average Burn Queen deck. This is really more like Jito lets Jito.
Yeah.
It's got
Knife Jacks, right?
Yeah, 2 Knife Jacks, 4 Oni Ronin, 4 Pyro Knight, and 4 Grenadin drones.
Yeah.
So it's running 14 1-drops.
They went even more aggressive. And we saw this last week too. Somebody ran a like Judaless Rakano deck. They did the lower to the ground version.
Still 4 rapid shots in here.
Ooh.
It's almost like that's still a good card.
It's definitely still a good card.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very fast deck. Just looking to prey on, stuff like that.
Like Chalice, Cambrai.
Yeah. He's got 3 Soulfire Drakes in the sideboard to, fly over some of those, try to clog up the board or whatever. That's good stuff.
There was a Voda combo deck, I think.
There was 0 big Cambrai in top 8, like you were saying.
Yeah. I would say Voda combo might count depending on what version they're playing. If they're playing the big Cambrai list that has 2 Vodakins kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then it's basically big Cambrai. I'm assuming if they're calling it Voda Cambrai, it's got more of the combo-y pieces.
3 voice to speakers. Yeah, this is more of the...
That's the big Cambrai. Yeah.
But I mean, it has 3 Vodakins and 3 voice to speakers, so like, it's in between.
Yeah. So when I'd still, it's a big Cambrai variant kind of thing.
Oh, this actually has blue in it.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. What are they, sideboard? They just have some splash for some sideboard cards? Shimmer Pack probably in the sideboard?
Well, legit just blue in the deck just for sideboard. It has 0 blue cards on the main board, but it has does have some sigils, primal sigils. Interesting.
That's a little sketch when you're playing Vodakin. He is triple time, triple justice. Like, I've had problems hitting him sometimes.
Yeah, but he is running 3 Find the Ways and 4 Seeking Powers.
Okay, that makes him less.
A lot of mana fixing, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has 2 Rain of Frogs, 4 Lightning Storms, and 1 Permafrost, so...
Okay.
He did have a decent game against those like aggro decks trying to go at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably there mostly for the Lightning Storm, I would assume.
Yeah. Rain of Frogs in case you play against Armory.
Or Chalice.
Or Chalice.
Yeah, Chalice.
Chalice is a good hit, yeah.
The game's pretty much over, right?
Probably win.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, your deck's built around this card? They're all frogs.
Yeah. Enjoy the 1/1s.
Dude, I hit somebody with a Rain of Frogs the other day, and their hand had like 3... What was it? It wasn't Sandstorm Titan. But it was like 3 of some bomb legendary, and I'm like, this feels so good. Have fun with your frogs, buddy.
But yeah, so that's what happened in the top 8 for the ETS Weekly. I wanted to also say congrats to Tatsumaki for winning the Bring the Bling with Voda combo.
Boom. Which is what I was going to bring if I played in that. Although I was going to play the all-legendary version, which I don't think is that good. But doing it for the points of you can make an all-legendary version pretty easily.
And you're allowed to... I don't exactly remember. You're allowed to play it as long as it's premium?
So commons weren't allowed.
Oh,
you could only have a total of like 9 uncommons between main and sideboard, I think. And then rares and legendaries were whatever, and you were advised to bling out your deck with as many premiums as possible.
Nice. Well, hopefully this guy had plenty of premiums.
Seek powers were the exception to like
the common
rule.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so congrats to Tatsumaki for that.
That tournament would have been cool. Right up the alley.
Yeah, would have been nice. I just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I knew that like 2 or 3 weeks ago when they announced it. I'm like,
I just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah. So, draft?
Yeah. You want to actually draft, or you want to just open a pack? Whatever.
You want to just... I mean, you can start a draft, but I don't... You want to just do the one One
how
pack?
many packs? We could just do one pack if you want.
Sure, we'll try that again. Well, we will just keep rotating our format until a single person contacts us and tells us which one they like.
Probably
So
a safe bet.
the first one to contact us gets to decide what our format is.
Whether we do... I mean, I don't think we want to do a whole draft every time.
That's probably fair.
But maybe the first couple is better. Let us know in the comments if the first couple picks is better than just one pick.
Alright, so first up we have Daze, which says stun a unit and is 2 power.
Probably not happening.
Now we have Lethar Ranger, which is 2 power of Shadow for a 2/2 infiltrate. Unit gets +2/+2. That's very good.
Yep, I'm fine with picking a Lethra Ranger.
Yeah.
I'm not like crazy hyped about it, right? But
Yeah,
it's still a good. It wins you games sometimes. You just play it on turn 2, you punch him in the face, and then you punch him in the face.
And you go flying and punch him in the face.
Yeah, and you're just like, well, the game's over. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Then it dies with Xena Cultist on board, and then you haunting scream it back and punch him in the face for 7. And,
all right, and then you dark return
and
it.
then you dark return it and punch him in the face with the haste.
Yeah,
For 10?
more. Yeah, because it's got the Xena Cultist trigger again, and the +1/+1 from
And
dark
then
return,
it would get up to 12 after
and it got the infiltrate trigger.
for the 3rd time.
Yeah, no, we're going. Rooma zoom zoom. I don't know about that. Next we have Scheme. I don't play many of these in drafts. I don't know about you.
I haven't played one in a really long time. I did have a deck that played 3 schemes. It also played other cards that were pretty much not playable. I was extremely short on playables and somehow ended up with like 5 wins.
Sometimes you just draw decent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Next we have Granite Acolyte. Solid. I wouldn't be the happiest first picking it,
Yeah, it's probably a little under Lethar Ranger, but it's good.
but it's a pretty solid card.
Are we saying what they do, or are we not saying what they do?
I was just, I think everybody knows by now, right? We've been...
I don't know. I mean, the set's pretty new.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think we've had this set around for very long. Like, every time I turn around, there's just new cards blazing out. I can barely keep up.
I'm sensing a little saltiness there. Which is not very, very common for you.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I will say it's not a normal for the Hylar to have.
Well, unless you start me talking about Magic.
Well, then it's just salt pouring out. Even at that.
Yeah. But yeah. So, what's up next?
Another Acolyte.
We got an Emerald Acolyte. So it's the green 2/1 for 3 power. You get armor.
Not nearly as good.
It's not good. I've maybe never played one in draft.
I think I played one once when I had a couple weapons and I was short on 2 and 3 drops.
Yeah. If you really need creatures and you don't have enough playables or something.
Yeah, that's what the deck was.
Next up we got Jotun Warrior, the 3/5 beefy dude for 5. It's good.
Phil occasionally, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's not good. I didn't mean that. I will occasionally regretfully play this card.
Yeah, pretty much. We got Second Sight. 2 costs, draw 2, put 1 back on top of your deck. I've definitely changed my views back and forth on this card. I went from being like, yeah, this is great, like, I draw cards. And then realizing, well, then you kind of don't, because like you skip your next draw turn in a way, because you know what you're going to draw, because you're putting it back on top of your deck.
I mean, you end up with like a net neutral card advantage, but you do, like, it can help you find power.
Yeah, and that's when then I swing back with the like, well, you know, if I play this on turn 2 and I get my sigil that I didn't know about, and I actually hit my 3rd power, then it's all good.
Exactly. Yeah, it can be pretty big. I mean, just for that, and then it has the
Echo synergies and fate.
There's things. I think it's a fine card.
Static Bolt synergy.
I'm definitely not going my way to pick it, but I will definitely happily pick these up like 5th pick in the right deck.
Definitely. Next is Scavenging Vulture, the 2-cost 1/1 flyer that can get +1. He's not that great.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually gone up for me just because I like aggressive Feln, and he's fine in aggressive Feln.
Yeah, he's gone up for me because if I'm playing Stone Scar, I don't want to get punched in the face by flyers, and occasionally he just jump blocks a flyer.
I don't think that's that's not what you're hoping for when you're putting a card in your deck. Like, well, you know, when I'm losing, at least he can jump block for a turn.
No, he works in like the aggressive fashion that I want my Stone Scar deck to be, and then occasionally he thankfully blocks you from dying.
Yeah,
not what I'm looking for him to do.
Next up, Twilight Raptor, 2/2 flyer for 1. Yeah, he's good. Like,
good card.
I play him in every Feln deck I play pretty much. So
yeah, same.
Not probably first pick, double color card, low impact, but
yeah,
it's just solid. We have Scorpion Wasp, the Flying Death Touch ambush guy. Yeah, it's basically, at least in a deck that isn't always attacking, which is most time decks. Like, he's just good removal.
Yeah, that's what time doesn't have the best removal, right? That's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
So you get things like Scorpion Wasp that just...
Yeah, I mean, it's super constructed playable removal. You know, it feels terrible when they have quick draw. Feels amazing when they have Aegis.
Yep. And yep. Next we have Stone Scar Maul. The 6-drop 6/3 weapon with Overwhelm. Pretty good. I like it. It's a good late game card normally. You can push through a little damage.
This is good.
Yeah.
It's nice to see a good card in this pack.
Push through some damage with it. You can normally at least kill one thing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, a decent amount of times you're like, yeah, I would say at least maybe a quarter of games or something, you get to kill 2 things and deal like 10 damage to them. Right? Like, that's kind of nuts if you're doing that. If you kill one thing and deal like 3 or 4 damage to them, it's still like pretty decent. And then he has weapon synergies and stuff.
Yep. Yeah. And sometimes it's just, you know, they have that X1 and you get to punch it and kill them.
Yeah.
Always nice.
It's like, you know, dome to the face.
Yeah. And our rare for the pack is Cloud Snake Saddle, the 2-cost +3/+3 weapon that has to be played on a creature with flying. I think I played this once in draft when I opened it, like pack 4, and I was already like the Elysian Echo Raptor deck. Like, I already had a bunch of Teriak Hatchlings, and I'm like, well, I got like 4 of those, and they got Echo, and I got these things to draw. It might be okay. And I wanted to try it, and it was okay.
I actually think this has gone up a decent amount for me. I think Zooch was saying like he actually liked it pretty well, and I think it's gone up for a lot of people. I've only played it a couple times. It's a rare, so you don't get to say it that often. But you know, if you have enough flying creatures, or you have like a couple levitates or something like that, like it doesn't need to stay flying.
Yeah, that's an important thing to note.
Once you put this on, it just stays on whether your creature's flying or not. So it's a decent card, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Right.
Not super happy first picking it, but...
So, what are you thinking? You're on Stone Scar Maul, Left Right Ranger, Cloud Snake Saddle?
I think the only...
Wasp?
Yeah, I think the only 2 really to choose between is Wasp and Stone Scar Maul.
Okay. No Cloud Snake Saddle up there?
I don't think so. Like, it's a...
I don't know if I want to first pick
decent
that.
filler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's, you know, I might even go as far to say like it's a, you know, pretty good filler, but it's still not what you want to be first picking.
Makes sense.
I think you're It's like I want to take Stone Scar Maul because it's big and flashy and has a really like high ceiling.
Yeah.
But Scorpion Wasp, like I feel like it's probably the right pick.
Scorpion Wasp, pretty solid.
It is.
I feel like I'd probably take Scorpion Wasp, partly because my red decks just haven't been getting me there. So
yeah, I mean, if you can stay away from red, you're probably better off. Stone Scar Maul. I don't know. I mean, it's fine in any red deck, but it is expensive. You don't want too many big cards in your red decks generally. So.
You normally want like one, maybe two.
Yeah, so picking that up already at this point is kind of like whatever. Yeah, I think it's the Scorpion Wasp.
Do you want to do another one?
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that for today.
Leave it at that for today. We're always switching it up. We're looking for feedback. Let us know if you want to hear more than one. If you want to hear
2,
3, 1. Whole, 1 pack, 2 packs. Not to be mistaken with Tupac.
I don't think anybody else that.
Someone else, when I said 2-pack, thought of Tupac. You're out there. Leave me a comment. That was draft. Do you have anything for the metagame breakdown?
Not really. I guess, sure. Brief synopsis. Even though I haven't been playing very much, but I've been still keeping my ear to the ground and played a few games, but pretty much all greedy control / chalice / whatever slow deck you want to talk about. And
there has been more armory showing up to punish some of those.
Yeah, sure.
I think Lights Out made the post like a couple days ago about, here's I think he posted a film control deck and an armory deck.
You need an armory deck that can beat Chalice, though. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you don't. Maybe Chalice isn't showing up enough anymore. But if...
So how does that matchup go? Let's see.
It's actually crazy, because I was playing it pretty early on anyway, but it was kind of with an earlier iteration of Chalice as well. And also probably, the armory has probably adjusted a little bit since then. But, you play Chalice, you, just keep putting guys down. They can never get through with their weapons. Their weapons get massive. And because they keep on smuggler stashing them.
A smuggler stash?
And then...
Every time. Their weapons get massive.
Yeah, their weapons get massive and keep all the armor that they put on them too. So they're just gaining 10, 12 life every time they put on a weapon and punching you for 1 billion over and over again. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. You put on a 16 attack Stone Scar Maul and punched through one of my guys to kill me in one game.
Yeah, I would think that's how they end. You get punched through the Stone Scar Maul, because...
I mean, maybe.
Or maybe
if they're even running
something to mess with Ikaria, I guess. Maybe you lose to...
Yeah, they don't have too many things that you really need to kill. So you usually have enough ways to deal. And you run Wasps in that deck too. So Ikaria is not usually a problem.
Wasps was my thought. If you have that, they're sad.
But you can just keep on flooding the board so much and you gain a bunch of life. It's really hard for them to actually kill you. So a lot of times you just overrun them.
Makes sense. Then you just put some main board Furnace Mage. Oh.
Yeah. You can do that.
Blow up their challenge.
Actually, I guess that's probably what they do.
I didn't look at the RNG list that much, so I don't quite remember.
Yeah.
I know the film control list didn't have Varas. And I'm like, well, that's I'm not playing that list. I want some Varas in my list. Vara's just so much fun.
So much fun, right?
Um,
Fora, Vara,
Okay.
Channel the Tempest.
that's no, we're not going that far. And then you die to Oni Ronin. That's kind of...
Yeah.
You don't play that greedy. The article did make a good point about like the greedy decks possibly getting too greedy. It definitely happens.
Yeah, and so basically what I've been hearing though is it's like all slow control, grindy, whatever, and on the other side, all aggro. So it's just those two.
Yeah,
And
I know when I did
not too much
play,
mid-range.
I faced a lot of Ricano, Plate, and I even played against like an aggressive Combre list because that top 8'd with Vidalcan Staff and stuff. Like another one of those came back. It's an older deck. I mean, it's what you played at the Eye of Winter Classic like 3, 4, 5 months
Years ago?
6 months ago, a year ago. Hasn't been a year, but
No, it's been like 6
6 months
over
ago?
6 months ago.
Yeah. So I saw one of those, but it was a lot of just fast decks. Still a decent amount of Stone Scar burn.
Mhm.
I don't know what it's like now that we had the reset. The reset's always weird because you get the people that are like, I want to climb the ladder as fast as I can. Let's play Ricano and Stone Scar burn. And then you get the people that are like, it's a reset. I can play some like 60% win rate deck and still like climb the ladder okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, like me, I'm playing something slightly janky. I played some 50 power Vodafone because I wanted to see if I could get my quest of draw 40 cards, 40 extra cards or something, if I could do it in one game. It took me 2. I didn't draw Vodafone the first game. Still drew an extra like 10 cards because I drew a Mystic Ascendant.
Yeah.
But I didn't draw Vodafone, so the next game I drew Vodafone and drew half my deck or whatever.
And then you won.
And then I won. Yeah, the person conceded. I wanted to punch him in the face
You
with
can
the
see
cards.
You
Not
can
me.
see it's after you mill through all your half your deck
Yeah,
because it doesn't stop in between, right?
correct. Like he probably conceded right after I started going off, but I don't see it until he's done.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the punch so I could get all the damage credits.
What a jerk.
I was like, okay, I understand. I don't want to watch my Vodafone do this for 5 minutes either, but I'm not upset. I wanted the 40 points of damage I was gonna get or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I got for metagame breakdown.
Yeah, there hasn't been.
That armory, like an armory deck that can beat Chalice is probably really well positioned. It usually does fine against aggro and can beat a lot of the control type decks.
Yeah, no, control definitely has.
Although I will say, actually, I was doing quite well against armory decks with that Fountain Control list I was playing.
Interesting.
I don't think I was having that many issues. Like, you have a good amount of creatures.
Yeah.
And a lot of their weapons match up pretty awkwardly to your, 2/5s and 3/5s.
Yeah, well, Spirit of the Past definitely gets a little weird.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. We'll see.
And let's see. For our main topic, we were going to talk about some of the spoilers, or the pre-spoilers. They're not fully spoilers. They're like pictures. I want this one so I can go here and do this. Bah. Oh man, I'm
We're hoping.
gonna have to zoom in for Blindy over here.
We're hoping maybe they do send us an actual spoiler to preview.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. I definitely hope that is the case. Oh, what is this? I didn't see this post. Oh, they released the season 6 top 100.
Who released this though?
This is Direwolf. This is on.
Okay.
So that's how they're giving recognition to the top 100 for ranked and draft, I guess. instead of having your name, since your name's no longer shows what you were last season.
Yeah,
Calendar.
I mean, yeah, Calendar made 75.
5?
Pretty cool. He plays a pretty good amount. I know Marcus was trying to make it into
Top 100?
top 100. He ended at like 120.
Dang. Higher than me. I haven't been playing that much. So.
Definitely higher than me too. I ended at like 150 or something, but I haven't been playing. I actually don't even know what I ended at because I didn't log on for a while.
I have played against some of these people up here. I played against MTGO, Stark, the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played a lot against Manu S.
Lame.
But yeah.
I played against some of
Anyway, that's kind of cool, I guess, that they're putting it up on
yeah.
thing now. I mean, it's a little like, gonna have to go out of your way to look at it.
Yeah.
Not sure how. It's better than nothing, I guess. I think.
That's true. I was hoping that here we go. Spoilers would be here.
Yeah, so we've got some spoiler art, which we're tossing up on the screen there.
Yeah, some spoiler art, and I think there were like file names that people have on there also. It looks kind of weird on stream, but I gotta make it big enough for this old man next to me to be able to see it. So.
What was that?
Back in my day, I walk uphill both ways in the snow.
Back in my day, I invented the dinosaurs.
That is a running joke that I invented the dinosaurs. He's so old. Okay, so we got 4 art spoilers. And these are actual art, not descriptions of art, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was joking. I was saying maybe Scarlatch will come on and do an interpretive dance to tell us what the cards actually do.
Yeah, we did learn that there are at least 5 new keywords. It just said... He said, let's see, ... 5 new keywords, question mark. So, that should mean Z2 at least has 5 new keywords. Maybe more. But
I'm going to go with 5.
5 seems like a decent
5.
amount. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
I think if you're going off of like Magic standards, that's kind of what they do, roughly.
Yeah.
So for the card art, first one says the description they're giving it is a gunslinger, the file name being Trigger Happy, and it has a picture of what looks to be McCree. That's not the right games.
Draw.
That's Overwatch. That's Blizzard. But it looks to be 2 like outlaws. They got revolvers.
It's hard.
that are look to be fighting multiple people. Maybe there's like shots both directions, and maybe even some flying at them. Maybe that's releases of them shooting multiple shots.
So if I were to guess what this does, probably does 10 damage to all minions everywhere.
Your power doesn't untap next turn.
Untap. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
That's how this works.
I don't know. It's probably some spell, right?
It definitely has more of a spell feel to me.
Especially if it's actually called Trigger Happy.
Yeah. Makes me think rapid shot-ish.
Yeah, some small, like medium amount of damage and does something else. It could be like a combat trick.
Yeah.
So that's reasonably likely.
That's what I'm thinking.
Fun.
It could be... Yeah, that's probably... Do we think... So set 2 we're assuming is the, quote, unsupported factions, although everything now has at least 1 card. So what do you think? This is just red?
What, for factions?
Yeah. What would you think
Xenon.
Okay, it's definitely not.
No, I actually meant to say Praxis.
I can see Praxis.
Probably not Xenon.
Probably not Xenon. It's definitely gotta have fire in it.
Yeah, I meant to say Praxis.
I can see Praxis though. It's got the like outlaw feels, and there's,
Yeah, I don't know. They like cowboys and stuff over in time, right?
Yeah.
Timeland.
Timeland has cowboys and stuff. You heard it here first. Idar. Dropping knowledge. I can see that.
Ferrari.
Lamborghini is what he says. My linguini.
Internet memes.
Yeah.
Power level over 9,000.
That's solid 5 out of 7 we're getting over here. Oh man, we're terrible. The next one says a dragon, and it has what appears to be a dragon.
It looks like a bird.
Coming out of some ice, or some icy water.
Bird with a tail.
There's mountains in the background. Definitely looks like a blue card.
I would say that's probably a keen assessment of this card.
Yeah.
Since he is literally coming out of water.
Literally coming out of water.
Yeah.
But I mean, primal is not. It doesn't say water.
It doesn't say water, but it has freezing effects. Very water-esque.
Yeah. With a name like a dragon, do we think it's a creature? I don't know if that's just the description. That looks like the description they're giving it. Whereas,
I mean, I could also see it being like some kind of revival thing.
The other one said a gunslinger. I think that's the wording that the person, the OP of the post, is giving them, and not in Scarlatch post. I don't see a name. I just see arts. He says, "I'm a fan" on this one. Yeah, so I don't think those have names.
Dagon. Dargon.
So,
yeah, I don't know. Could be a creature. I could see it also just being like.
I can see the revival thing. I like it. It's like coming out of ice.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be a new, one of the new keywords. Maybe some sort of like
coming out of ice thing.
Coming out of ice thing. I don't know.
Maybe you stun your own creatures.
And then they break out stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see it. I don't know.
Like Stone Age stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that's probably wrong.
I'm gonna assume that's wrong, but I mean.
But sure, yeah.
You
that's
never
definitely
know.
what's going on.
You also
here.
said the last card, which was definitely not Xenon. Could be Xenon.
Yeah, the last Xenon card's gonna deal 10 damage to everything. We're coming up with factual cards here. This is what it's definitely going to be.
I will make the assumption that this is a spell because I think most of the creatures are like the creature is the majority of the picture, not really like backgrounds and stuff.
So, what do you think this is?
A spell?
You think it's just blue? It might just be blue.
Oh. That wise, I could see it just being blue. I mean, I guess if we're thinking unsupported factions, then this could be
Skycrag or
Skycrag.
What's the other one?
So Skycrag
Huru?
Yeah,
could be Huru.
It could be Huru.
Actually, I think it's probably more likely.
Well, I was thinking maybe Skycrag because it's like melting away the ice, but yeah, the art doesn't have anything that's fire-ish.
Yeah, I feel like mountains are for some reason kind of reddish. I mean, I don't know what about them seems red to me, but...
I wonder why mountains go with the red over here.
So, I guess theoretically, mountains, Skycrag. But...
Yeah, I was just because it's like breaking out of the ice and there's some smoke. Maybe it's like a defrosty thing. Yeah, but I could see Huru. It being like a...
Or it could just be a blue card.
Yeah.
It's definitely blue, though.
It's definitely blue. I could see it being Huru and maybe being like some sort of combat-y trick thing, I guess.
It doesn't look like a combat trick.
But it doesn't really look that way. To me, it looks like some blue spell is going to like revive something, like you said, because they're like coming out of the ice.
Yeah. I mean, it could also be a creature, but yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a spell. I'm gonna go spell.
I think it's a spell just because, I don't know, most of the creatures are kind of... Like, the first picture, I could see being a creature because there's like its main focus as characters.
Yeah, as a creature.
Is like,
human thing.
So I could see this being some sort of strong like duo creature thing, which makes Praxis sense because like, they're like teaming up or something.
I'm gonna guess that the first one will be called McCree.
Okay, he looks like McCree though, right? Like, you can't tell me that's not a McCree looking person.
It's a little bit of a McCree looking person.
Yeah, they got revolvers even. They're saying high noon in the picture. So the next one...
I can't even tell what's going on here.
So there's somebody in green holding their head.
I can't tell which part is what.
So this is a person.
Oh, okay.
They're holding their head.
I don't see the head.
This is their head.
Oh, I see, with both hands.
Yeah, with both hands. They're like on their knees, head kind of down, like holding their head. And then the background is like lava-y rocks. Like not flowing lava, but the rocks look like they're definitely got some fire in them. There's little ashes and stuff. Maybe a burnt down building. There's like wood off to the side.
Yeah.
I definitely get a spell vibe off of this also, right? Like some sort of...
I don't know, maybe.
Kill thing.
I mean, that dude could be... But yeah, no, it actually looks like he accidentally like burned down this building or something, right?
And he's like, whoops.
Yeah, like...
He or she.
My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Looks like a guy.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't think it looks like a guy? I think it looks like a guy.
I think it could be a chick.
It could be. But I don't know.
This could be a Crownwatch Paladin. Same green armored lady.
No.
I think, it's interesting that it's the green that would make me think this is like a Rakano spell.
Yeah.
Because it's both like the
there's
human
like a green
in the
gem,
picture
right?
is
it's
green.
like shiny.
Yeah, they have like the paladin armor or the whatever. They're just like justice armor, and they got the green gem in them and stuff. But then it has like molten or like burnt down building.
I mean, Praxis doesn't make sense for this, and neither does Skycrag really. I guess maybe Skycrag, but it looks more like Rakano or just a red spell.
Yeah. Some sort of just damage. Hopefully not another face spell. I don't know if we can...
Yeah, we need like one that does like X+3.
I don't know about that.
And people can just stop playing creatures altogether.
No, this one's gonna say deal 5 damage to yourself and kill a creature. So you gotta like hurt yourself and hurt something.
That seems very bad.
I didn't
For
say
0 power.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish. It costs 0. But like the person's upset about like destroying the building or something, so maybe it does some damage to yourself.
Yeah. Whiny little bastard.
I don't know. I can see it.
So what does it do?
You take damage. It's like Anguish Unmaking. You take damage and you kill something. Boom. So you feel bad, right? Because you're killing something. So you're taking a little damage. You're hurting yourself a little bit. I just don't think this is correct.
I think you play this guy. He's a 4-mana Ikaria.
Okay.
And when you play him, it wipes your side of the board.
Ooh. Okay. You have to deal damage to yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You're like hurting
yourself,
your side.
You kill your entire side of the board.
Okay. I'm still getting the spell vibe off of this one. I'm not.
That's a completely overpowered card, by the way. Because if you don't have anything on the board, then
yeah, you're getting the card. Yeah, that's broken. Everybody's playing that.
Yeah. But it takes 7 red and 7 green.
On turn 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's probably. I feel like it's a spell, but
gotta hurt yourself somehow.
I think like. It's gotta or
it's have some drawback,
some detrimental to your side kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Is what it feels like. So maybe it's...
Sacrifice creature, deal 5 to a target creature or player.
I think we have that already.
For, I don't know, 4 power?
I could see that. Yeah. That's definitely a card.
That'd be Burnout.
Yeah, I don't know. I get a spell from it of some sort. Oh. It's interesting.
4 mana Akaria, got it.
It's interesting that it's either Fire, Justice, or Rakano, I think. And I would have expected the spoilers to be like, hey, here's the new stuff. But
yeah, I mean, it could be other stuff still. But yeah.
I'd be surprised based on the colors. And the last one is Sandstorm Titan with his scarf
Sandstorm
back
Giant.
with his scarf back. He's got his scarf.
He does.
So we discussed this a little earlier. Do you want to say our craziness that we know is not going to be true?
Well, I've got a couple different theories.
Oh, okay. I'll say our combined theory.
First, yeah, well, I'll leave you for that one. This one, I think, is just going to be a 4 power, 5/6, no creatures fly. But it's going to be called something else, so you can have a full 8 copies of Sandstorm Titan in
Well, he doesn't have endurance.
He does.
He does.
Okay. He does.
Okay.
He has super endurance.
Super endurance.
He never exhausts.
You get to unexhaust something else.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even exhaust when he blocks.
Yeah. No exhausting when he blocks.
Boom.
Super endurance. That's a thing.
So I just had this come to my head here. So this is kind of a Sandstorm Titan looking creature for sure. They got the purple scarf on.
Yeah.
Right?
The favorite
of some people. I didn't actually like it, so I was happy they took it away. But
I was okay with it. But anyway.
Yeah, but you got this huge dust storm around them. So this is a Xenon card that is called Sandstorm Reborn. And bring Sandstorm Titans from your graveyard onto the board.
All of your Sandstorm Titans?
All of your Sandstorm Titans in your graveyard come to the board.
Is it a spell?
It's a spell, yeah. Sandstorm Reborn.
And how much does it cost?
It cost 6 double time, double shadow.
It's not bad for 4 5/6s with endurance.
Yeah,
you just can't fly.
Boom. I don't know about that, but it kind of I could see it, right? Like they're giving him the purple scarf.
They're like bringing back the Sandstorm Titan. It's reforming him.
Yeah, right. Like it's all dusty.
But he's got the scarf over his face because he got messed up when he died the first time.
Yeah. See, I could see it. I don't think it's going to bring back all your Sandstorm Titans from the graveyard.
No, it's definitely going to do that.
But I could kind of see that.
Sure.
No, I think that's more probable than our other one. That was like, this is Sandstorm's brother. He's a 6/5. All creatures fly.
Bro Storm Titan.
All creatures gain flying. Combined with Sandstorm Titan, they make an 11/11 endurance Aegis mid-flyer.
Yeah.
It's a special zone that only the Sandstorm Titan can occupy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on a different level. So blockers, flyers
are too high, and ground creatures are too low.
Yeah, so it's a mid-flyer.
I think that one was pretty far out. At least I could see this being like...
Yeah, we're like breaking game rules at that point, right? We're just like, who cares about them?
It's a new keyword, mid-flyer.
Yeah, mid-flyer. It's cool.
I could see the reborn thing, though. That'd be kind of cool. I do think this is more likely to be a creature, since the Sandstorm Titan is like 75% of the picture.
Well, I feel like that's actually supposed to be Sandstorm Titan, so that would make me think it's not a creature.
Yeah.
Because it's like Sandstorm Titan doing something. Like reviving.
Yeah.
Right? But, it wouldn't have to be a Sandstorm Titan. Most likely it'd be like, revive a creature somehow, right? Like,
they
revive 2 creatures with power 3 or less or something. I don't know.
So you revive a creature, but then it comes back with a different power requirement. It gets some time in it. Sandstorm Titan added some time to it. Made it sandy.
I mean, that seems kind of pointless if you're already playing the Xenon card, but sure.
But it forces you to play Xenon already, so you gotta make things,
Even more Xenon.
Even more Xenon. Come on.
That would be kind of a cool mechanic, though, to, like, add influence requirements to something, like...
Yeah.
Like, get a guy back from your graveyard, give it +5/+5, and also...
Maybe it's not a Xenon card, right? Maybe it is just time, but then it... Or maybe it is... Yeah, maybe it's just time and it adds, like, shadow to it. Or maybe it's just shadow and it adds time to it. So it makes you...
make any sense.
It makes you want to play Xenon, but it's not a Xenon card.
I think it'll be something like... Revive a unit with, like, power 4 greater or something like that.
I got it. This is actually the opposite. So this is Sandstorm Titan dying. This is a kill all Sandstorm Titans, remove them from the game.
Ooh, nice.
Remove Sandstorm Titans from the
actually, it doesn't even... You don't even need to have a target or anything, right?
Yeah.
Just play it and all of a sudden they all die.
game. Boom. Delete them from your opponent's
They turn into
collection.
fire bombs. So when you would have drawn a Sandstorm Titan, you just take 5 damage instead.
Boom.
It's like a light the fuse. Specifically for Sandstorm Titan.
I could see it being the opposite, right? Like something that it makes it kind of weird because Sandstorm Titan's like the main picture, so I think it's more likely that it kind of brings something back that has to do with Sandstorm Titan things than like a kill all endurance creatures or something kind of thing that would like kill a Sandstorm Titan.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's going to be some revival thing, but I don't know.
It kind of looks, and I mean that would make sense with Xenon, right? Like that's what they do.
Yeah.
He looks a little different. He's got a little different eyeballs, I think. He looks a little dark. Got a little madness in him.
He died.
He's got a little craziness, some shadow. You like the madness one? Is that what you chuckled at? I thought it was good. I'm interested to see what that one is.
Yeah.
The dragon one, I think the only one that's not that interesting is the dragon one.
I don't really know what's gonna happen, but it's
hopefully this is draw 10 cards. Just straight draw 10 cards. That's all I want to do is draw cards.
Ooh, the other one could be the Sandstorm Titan one could be revive all of your creatures and then exile them all at the end of the end step.
Yeah, because we have end steps and exiles.
We have end steps.
They're not labeled end step, but yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
After opponent's turn. I don't think it has
during the end phase. It probably has a name.
It probably has a name. I'm sure it's close to end step.
And phase.
I got it. I know. Okay. So the Sandstorm thing is going to... You remove all creatures from your graveyard. And then all creatures on the board go to your graveyard, and then you play all creatures from your graveyard onto the board. I got like halfway through and you realized I was just describing Living End.
Yeah.
It's a great modern deck. You should pick it up. It's got some buffs with Amonkhet. It's pretty good. It got second at a GP recently. Just saying. True story.
Okay.
I don't even have it, although I build anymore. But.
Any other pictures or anything? We're good?
Those ones were from last week. 5 keywords. The last thing Scarletch said was... I clicked it. Nice. Anyway, more good, parentheses, real stuff coming soon. Sorry, I let you twist my arm.
But, watch out next week when we give you a spoiler. Maybe.
That would be cool. Yeah. Direwolf, if you happen to be listening.
Or the week after. Or maybe they don't do real spoilers. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I guess we don't know, right? Well, no, they did. For Jack's Bounty, people got spoilers, right? RNG got a spoiler, and,
It's true.
Clock of Roach, I think, got a spoiler.
Yeah.
That's not what it's... Is that what their podcast is?
Yes, the Clock of Roach podcast.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. I think they got one, RNG got one, and some streamers, I think, got one or something.
Maybe like Trudon and Jonah or something. Maybe.
I think somebody like bigger got one. I don't remember.
Kibler.
Yeah, I think one of them, like the
LSV.
LSV did spoil one, right?
I don't know, did.
During the stream. I think he told us more about it at least. He basically spoiled one of them. But yeah, no, if anybody's listening from Direwolf, that'd be cool. Send us a spoiler. I don't know. We don't have any contact with them, so maybe they don't fully trust us. It is a spoiler, so.
I mean, yeah. I imagine that they would give it to us like a day before we recorded, and then like,
yeah,
we, what's the worst we could do then? Is spoil it like a day early or something?
Yeah,
and then they just would never give us a spoiler again, right? Like,
yeah,
it would be silly.
Wouldn't be great for us, didn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for us to. We wouldn't have any motivation for them not to trust us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that
about wraps it up, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Set 2.
Yeah.
As we've said.
Set 2 would be nice. Releasing the game would be nice. iOS app would be nice.
Well, that comes along with releasing the game, hopefully.
Hopefully.
That means they can actually have a paid app or an app within game purchases.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you liked what you hear, leave us a review or leave us a comment if you have any comments for us. Either, Reddit, you can find us on Discord, you can do it on our website, you can leave it through iTunes, Google Play, whatever you want to do.
You can look me up in Discord and type me angry messages.
Has that happened?
No.
Oh.
But you could.
You can join the Seek Power Discord channel. Some of you have. I've seen a couple people.
I don't know if I'm in there.
You don't know if you're in there?
That's our team chat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But we have like a general section and stuff, and there's some deck lists posted. Yeah. We're normally, I don't have that one like muted, so I actually get notifications from that one. So I'll answer questions or just hang out, whatever. If you want to watch this podcast in the live stream format, we have been streaming them. We haven't quite nailed a time down, so it's kind of fluctuates between.
It's mostly Thursday night sometime.
Yeah, it's normally Thursday nights, and it's normally around like 7-ish.
7 to 8.
Yeah, 7 to 8. I try to update the Twitter once I know when we're going to do it. So follow us on Twitter to stay updated.
That's about it.
Yeah. I don't remember what else Doug normally says to sign off, so... Yeah.
Hoo-ha! Signing off!
Thanks for joining us this week in our weekly dose of eternal banter. And see you next week.
Yeah, see ya.
I really don't know what he normally says.
I don't know.
I can't remember. So we used to say more stuff too, I think. Like streams and things, but I'm the only one that streams basically, so
yeah. And also Patreon, but we kinda gave up on that.
Yeah.
And then powergaming.com maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anybody watching the live stream, thanks for joining us. We'll still be hanging out a little bit while I hit file and save. And
is there anybody there?
I didn't see anybody watching when I last checked. Oh, this is gonna get a little weird. Not as weird as it. It's fully possible. Seek Power, Revlo, Nightbot. Yeah, nope. I don't see anybody. This is gonna get a little weird as we keep opening our webpage within our webpage. Within our stream. Now you're trying to mess with it as well. Oh, man.
All of them are. Oh, what's going on up there? What's going on up there?
What's that? I guess that's gonna look weird because you're gonna see it first on the first one and then go back. But you pointing randomly, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. Well, I'm behind it. I was like, what's that? Then you kind of lose me as you go further back. Well, if there is anybody that I can't see that's watching, thanks for joining. Come back next week. Tell your friends. Bring some popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn.
Watch us make fools out of ourselves.
Bring me some popcorn.
Throw it through the screen.
Yeah.
Wonka
I will catch
Vision.
it.
Wonka Vision. It's live. Good night, anybody watching.